Hello. Today I will be talking about my experiences with paranoid schizophrenia. Um, so, yeah, I'm gonna open my window just a little bit so I can smoke a cigarette. So, my paranoia lies around, people trying to kill me, but they're technically not people. What they are is skinwalkers. Basically, what skinwalkers are, they're mythological creatures that um try that take the skin form of humans. It's mainly a Native American folklore called the Wendigo. But I think the Wendigo was more of a, a cannibal who turned into a demon. Um, so, but their characteristics are almost the same, except the skinwalker can turn into people. Their mannerisms are not the same as humans. Their walking patterns are not the same as humans. Basically, it's like someone who's trying to operate a body they never used for the first time and trying to blend it into society. That's what I see some people as. And then what I also get from them is a horrible rotten flesh scent, mainly because the the skinwalkers take your flesh, like they strip it all and put it on like a suit. So of course it's gonna degrade and rot. So I can pinpoint who they are sometimes because of the mannerisms, the walking patterns, and the smell. But if I'm in a crowded area, it's really hard to know, and then I just think there's a lot of them there and they're all going to kill me. So I don't really leave the house much. I've finally gotten over the fear that they could take over my parents or come on into my house / balcony. The way I overcame that was I looked up Native American protection symbols, and I've had those drawn on my room wall. My parents don't like it, but it helps me be able to live. So my house is basically protected by Native American symbols from skinwalkers / wendigos. Also from the spring-heeled jack, which is like a 6 foot tall plus creature that looms in the darkness. It can take the shape of trees, like become their silhouettes or hide behind them because he's so thin. And what he does is he grabs you, picks you up, and jumps you to the nearest forest where you have no ability to get out of. So I always have my phone on me. Sorry, my car made a sound that fucking scared me. Yeah, so overall, I have the feeling that some people aren't people and they're trying to kill me, which is not a fun experience in the slightest, because every person you look at, they could be something else. Now, do I take measures? No, because I don't believe in violence. I don't believe in like carrying a knife or a weapon because that could land me in jail. And I would never harm someone, even if they are a creature, unless they attacked me, which I'd probably be beaten up and killed before I hurt someone. So that's my whole paranoia. It's amplified right now. It is nighttime. And you're seeing my lovely dashboard. Sorry, there will be pauses, because it's either I'm hearing someone talk, or I have a foggy brain right now, / anxiety causes me to, it's not dissociate, but it's depersonalize. So basically, my body feels 1,000 miles away, and I just can't stop blinking and unfocusing, and I can't focus on a conversation, what everyone's saying. I'm gonna light my cigarette real quick, so there is gonna be a slight pause. So, a common theme with paranoid schizophrenia is being watched, having your thoughts being heard, teleporting your thoughts into other people's, having them hear you without your permission, having cameras in your house that you can't see but you know are planted, and then shadow figures. I've seen a lot of talk about shadow figures, which I experienced shadow figures, yes. How to describe them? How do I describe the shadow figures? Basically, they're the consistency of a human. Like, they have pseudo depth to them, and 1 minute they'll be there, the other minute they're not. Like, a main one I have right now is whenever I'm walking down the stairs, I think there's a cat in front of me, and then I try to avoid stepping on the cat. I have 3 cats, and I know they definitely won't. I don't want to step on them, but I also don't own a shadow cat. So that's my whole thing with shadows, is just, yeah. To get more on the paranoia side, for me, not only, so I have the inkling almost 24/7 that someone's plotting to kill me. What this correlates to is, sorry, I see someone. What this correlates to is opening any door, turning your head, opening the shower curtain, and thinking, like, 100% that someone will be there ready to kill me. So, let's say I'm having a talk with someone and I just get the inclination, or that someone if I look to my right side, someone will be there and ready to kill me. So then I don't look. I try my best not to look in that direction. Let's see. Same things happen with doors. Like, if a door is closed and I have to open it, I'm fearful that someone's on the other side with a knife. Even though I know no one can get into my home without me knowing, it's still a fear. It's an irrational fear that feels 100% true. And that sums up paranoia, is, for the majority of the time, you know this fear is irrational. Because no one actually wants to kill me, but you have such a horrible, gut-wrenching feeling that someone's plotting, someone's doing something to kill you. And that's my most debilitating part of schizophrenia. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, if you next week I probably won't record my dashboard. I'll record something else more interesting. So let's see. Paranoid schizophrenia and parents. I'm currently not on any type of aid, and I'm currently job seeking through DVR, which is Disability Vocational Rehabilitation, which helps people with disabilities find jobs and maintain them. For me, I want to work in a convenience store, because that seems like the most low effort thing to do, but my symptoms are getting much, much worse. And I am taking my medication. Yes, I am. I get that from my parents all the time. It's like, if I say I'm doing worse, like, are you taking your meds? Are you taking your meds? I'm like, yep, you can count the pills. I think I only missed it once this month. I usually miss it once every month, just because sometimes I forget, but I take it like at 3 in the morning when my body wakes me up for no fucking reason. I'm gonna take another drag of my cigarette. Yeah. So with parents, they will never fully grasp the concept of schizophrenia or bipolar. So I am schizoaffective, but the doctors are thinking of, if this keeps being prolonged, they're thinking of just turning me straight to paranoid schizophrenia. Yeah. But I think I'll always just keep the schizoaffective trait, because my bipolar will never go away. My depression will never go away. My manias will never go away. So, parents don't understand bipolar. They understand depression because they've gone through it. But they don't understand the depths of depression and the frequency and the randomness it is associated with bipolar disorder. But we're not here to talk about bipolar disorder. We're here to talk about paranoid schizophrenia. Yeah, so paranoid schizophrenia. How to state this? Sorry, it's gonna be a long pause while I regain my thoughts. Let's see. Oh yeah, parents. So, people who don't experience schizophrenia have a very hard time imagining what it is. Or what it's like to go through it. I know there was a reporter, white-haired, older male, who did a schizophrenia video about audio hallucinations. Or audio... Not hallucinations. Hallucination? Audio disturbances with schizophrenia. Yeah, I do hear voices, but it's not like that. So, that video isn't especially good to show to my parents, because I don't want them to get the wrong idea. Yeah. People try their best to help you with this, but they're sort of bigoted in their way when they say it's all in your mind. Like, no shit, I know it's all in my mind. But the reality of it is it's horribly debilitating, and it's just because it's in my mind doesn't mean I can't not have it in my mind, if you get what I mean. Like, the ideas transcend the mind. They transcend the mind in the sense that they become real. Where having a thought about something is just a thought, and it won't come into recognition unless you want it to. Like, you're gonna think, oh, I should do the dishes, then you do the dishes. I think that's a good analogy. Mine is, I have no control over what my brain perceives. While other people, if they're out on a balcony at night and hear the bushes twirl or something, or hear movement, they're like, oh, it's just an animal, it's no problem at all. And they'll go on with their day. But for me, it's, oh, there could be someone hidden in the bush ready to kill me. Or there's a monster in the bush. And then I quickly go inside. What I do is I grasp the outer door handle as hard as I can in case I get pulled. And then I open it, and then I touch the doorknob on the main door, hold that as hard as I can, and push it open. Put the door behind me, lock it, then close the other door and lock it. But then I'm in my bathroom all by myself, and the door out of the bathroom is locked, and from there I have to open the door. But the problem is, I just experienced paranoia outside, and now it's going to be dragged back inside, because if I open that door, there could be a killer on the other side of the door. So I have to ponder and think, is opening this door worth my life? Or do I stay afraid? And I don't want to stay afraid. I want to overcome it. And ultimately, every time I've opened the door, there's never been something there. But your brain doesn't know that. Your brain will positively tell you that there's someone there. And there's a car light on behind me. And I hope it's not the police, because I'm right next to my house recording on a video. And it's just some dude. Let's close my window. Yeah. I guess I can talk about mental hospitals now. So I live in Wisconsin. I won't say the city, because I don't want to say where I live. But in my town, there's only 2 of them. And one of them is right next to my house, which makes it easy when I get out of the mental hospital that I can just walk home. But it's so dog shit. Mental hospitals for me do not help. They do nothing. In my town, all they do is try to put you on a new medication, wake you up at 7 in the morning, ask if you're still feeling depressed, and I'm always like, I just woke up, let me think about it. Which they don't like, they want a number. Positive side, you can choose the food you want, but it's still from a menu, which their food's actually good. I hear a lot of places have shit food. This is probably gourmet food of mental hospitals. Shit. Mental hospitals for me don't try helping. They just want to put you on a new med and shove you out the door. Shit. Sorry, I was hearing something. Any pause you hear is either me recollecting my thoughts or having someone talk to me. I'm in my car alone, but audio happens. Voices, yes. So hospitals are dog shit stupid. I've never had a good experience there, but I've never had to be sedated. I've always been in the good patients ward. People who are more psychotic or delusional or don't have a grasp on reality or can't sustain for themselves go to a different ward, which I've only seen people being dragged there. For one instance, there's a lady who had hallucinations with PTSD involved that she would see her father beating up her child self, and she would try to grab the imaginations and like yell and try to stop it. So that was a disruption to the good boy wards, and she had put in the bad boy ward. Yeah. Anybody in the comments, tell me what the bad part of the ward's like. I'm assuming it's not fun. Because the good ward is not fun. Oh yeah. If you ever go to a normal hospital to the ER and you're having a crisis, like a mental health crisis, unless you say you're suicidal, they will not take you, in my experience, they will not take you into a psychiatric hospital. I've been denied many times. Basically all they do is they hook up stuff to my chest and body because my heart rate was horrible and always is horrible when I get too out there. Because, the idea of being killed any second would make your heart rate go really high up. And they're like, why is your heart rate so high? I was like, because I'm schizophrenic and people are trying to kill me. And they just don't understand that. So it's like, oh no, you're good. It's like, okay, I guess I'll just hide in my bedroom under the covers with audio in the background on my computer. I used to experience visual hallucinations. And what I mean by this is, actually I still do. I just can't pinpoint it most of the time. So what I know is it's people standing on corners or standing on the sidewalk mainly, who are just, so you know what T-posing is? It's that with their arms down and they're just staring at you. Let's say I'm on the corner of a block right now by a four-way. So on the other side there's a parking lot. Let's say someone's standing on the corner of the parking lot and I blink my eyes or turn away for a minute and then they're gone. And then my initial curiosity is to look around the place to see where they are. But there's no trace of them. And then my mind thinks, oh shit, I just ran into a skinwalker or a spring-heeled jack. Because that dude just jumped like a million miles away, probably taking someone with them. Yeah. Taking someone with them. And that's... my schizophrenia gets worse at night. Because then... there's so many shadows, so much darkness, so much more eeriness. Like, all horror movies happen at night. Which I can't watch any horror movies anymore. I can't watch any supernatural stuff. I can watch superpower stuff, but it can't get too personal. Yeah. Schizophrenia really destroys what you can do. I used to be able to have fun all the time, but now whenever I do hang out with friends, I'm in constant fear. And I can't watch any of the shows or movies or documentaries I ever wanted because it brings up PTSD of having schizophrenia and having childhood PTSD. The earliest time I've realized I had schizophrenia, when I look back at it, was like 7 years old. Because I saw writing on the walls, and I thought the walls were talking to me, so I ripped the wall apart, and then I saw more runes on the wood framing of the house after you get the drywall off. And so I picked a big hole in my wall. I'm like, my parents asked why I was doing that, and I said that I thought the walls were trying to talk to me, which they thought I was 7. I have imagination. Yeah. There's only 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 7 more minutes left on my phone for talking. So this has been a long enough ramble, but I hope it was informative. I really hope it was. It's helpful to release these thoughts into the world and then possibly having feedback on them. Or not feedback, but recognition that I can help someone, and if they're experiencing what I'm experiencing, they can go seek medical help and get a medication that will help them. Yeah, thank you all for listening. Leave a comment if you want me to do something on bipolar or more attributes of my schizophrenia. Thank you, and have a great day.